For 5 long years, Nigeria has been plagued by a serial killer who has managed to evade the police at every turn. And now, in the town of Kafanchan, Kaduna State, a new tragedy has struck. A child has been reported missing, and rumors are swirling that the killer may have struck again. As the search for the missing child intensifies, investigators are left grappling with the question of how the killer operates and why he has been able to evade capture for so long. What we do know is that the killer is cunning, calculating, and highly skilled at covering his tracks. He leaves no fingerprints or DNA evidence and always seems to know how to evade the police. In many of his attacks, the killer has used a variety of weapons, including knives, machetes, and even blunt objects. But despite the seemingly random nature of his attacks, there are certain patterns that have emerged. One thing's for sure, the killer seems to target victims who are vulnerable or alone, often in isolated areas, and he appears to have a particular fondness for mutilating his victims, leaving behind a gruesome trail of evidence. As the search for the missing child in Kafanchan continues, the people of Kaduna are left wondering, when will the killer be caught? And what can we do to protect ourselves and our neighbors? In the face of this senseless violence, the people of Kaduna are coming together to support one another, to mourn the lives that have been lost, and to demand justice for the victims and their families. We may not know when this killer will be caught, but one thing we do know is that the people of Kafanchan will never give up hope and will never forget the lives that have been lost to this senseless violence. The search for the missing child in Kafanchan continues, and the Nigerian police are redoubling their efforts to bring this killer to justice. Stay tuned for further updates as we continue our investigation.